Welcome to this month's edition of Portside with the Pilots. I'm your host, Jamie Hudson. It's hard to believe that July is nearly over and fall preseason is right around the corner. So here's what we have in store for you on the show. Coming up, get to know the newest additions to Terry Porter's staff and find out what each of them brings to the table. Plus, take a tour of Laced Shoe Store in Hawthorne, California, which is owned by UP men's basketball alumni Pooh Jeter. But first, Woody Kincaid just completed one of the most decorated careers in University of Portland track and field history. Kincaid spent the past 5 years running for head coach Rob Connor on the cross country and track teams. Kincaid's individual and team accolades are too long to list, but some of the highlights include a third-place individual finish at the 2012 West Coast Conference Championship that helped guide the Pilots to a team title over BYU, and a fifth-place finish in the NCAA 5K in 2015 that landed Kincaid on the podium. But Woody saved his best for last, not only becoming the fourth ever pilot to qualify for the Olympic trials, but also by winning his heat in the 5K to advance to the finals. Kincaid has left a lasting impression on the Portland track and field program, laying the foundation for future pilot success.
I got focused my junior year of high school. Initially, I thought I was going to go to like a local school, like Metro or CSU, which would have been fine, but I did well at Foot Locker, and some schools from other states got interested.
There's times where you hear of a legendary talent and seemingly off of training far less than other people, he was beating them or matching a national level performance.
I was recruited, so I wasn't sure if okay, so I know I want to be a runner, but I also want to be a college student.
He was a guy who came in just like any student and was sorting out college. He was in Villa and had a great time. He was out wearing the togas at the soccer game and some of that, and just being a college student. I think that was his freshman focus, was just participating in what was going on. And he's now participating in something bigger. So it's kind of a fun journey it's been for 5 years.
As I got older, I really started to act more like those guys, like David Perry, Scott Fauble, and RC helped me. I think he trusted me. That was something that I really appreciated. You know, it's a true statement. You stand on the shoulder of giants, and Fauble and David Perry were both good influences.
Portland could be taking this from BYU. This is very exciting.
That was actually, obviously, because I got lifted up and it was just 1 point, one by 1 point. That's when I realized, man, this is awesome. This is something special. We have a great team and we're so young, and we just beat BYU by 1 point, our rivals. And it was on our home course. Oh, dude, it was great.
Woody really wasn't on the radar yet. He had been our seventh man the previous year, hadn't done much in the races to that point in the season. That, you know, in a lot of people's mind was the difference. This guy came out of nowhere to finish in a place that he wasn't calculated to finish. So really one of the great moments in pilot history. You're not going to see a guy thrown in the air by the whole team after a cross-country race usually.
The goal this season was always to be a national champion. That was my goal. And I didn't have the strength to do it at nationals. I had a good race, but I didn't have the strength to stay on the lead pack. But because I was so motivated and determined to be good and to keep going, that I didn't expect to go to the trials, but I ended up just being good enough to do it, right?
It was pretty close between Kincaid and Rupp, actually. Kincaid had an awesome, awesome close.
The trials is usually a tactical race, which means it's gonna kind of slinky. It's gonna go fast and slow throughout the race, and it's gonna come down to a kick, most likely. If that happens, I have a good chance of going to the finals. I realized that there's no other coach that I would have jived with and succeeded with other than Rob Connor. Just being a runner, a distance runner, you are wired differently, and RC gets that. Like, we're awkward, driven people, and RC's kind of that too. So it just works.
You can say he's been a prototypical Portland guy. A little under the radar to start, and then finishing with a bang.
You're not going to find a better coach than RC. I hope that people see after this track season that this school could be not just a cross-country school, but also a track school. We have everything we need to be a track school, and I expect people like Caleb Webb and Tristan Peliquin, all these new guys coming up, and of course Hager, all these hockey. There's lots of guys I can name. I think they're going to be good track runners and cross-country runners in the future.
There's a misconception that to be a national level runner, you have to be at a big school, and I think this shows everybody that anything's possible at any school, really. And what Lauren's showed us on the women's side is very similar to what Woody's doing on the men's side. It takes talent, and it takes a consistent amount of hard work, and anybody can get this done in the business of running.
Coming up on Portside, a look at the new additions to Terry Porter's UP men's basketball coaching staff.
Turn. Good, good.
I really enjoyed the first couple weeks, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.